Hi, my name is Steve McChesney, and I'm applying for the position of copy coach. Now, I had the pleasure of meeting Joshua a number of years ago at an AWAI boot camp down in Delray Beach, Florida. It was right after I finished the accelerated program for six-figure copywriting. Now, I've continued my studies since then, and I am a Circle of Success member today. Now, I'd like to be considered for this job because I'm looking for an occupation that's going to allow me to work virtually and in a field that I'm passionate about. And I am passionate about coaching. Now, the reason I know I'm a great fit for this position is because my purpose and passion perfectly align for what you're looking for. I love motivating and helping people. You know, Zig Ziglar said, if you'll help enough other people get what they want out of life, you're going to get everything that you want. And I truly believe that. I love it when people succeed, and especially if I had a hand in it. Now, I know I can't change the world on my own, and I want to be a part of a powerful team. Now, I know I can help you in your quest to influence others and be a positive benefit to humanity. You mentioned that you're looking for someone that'll stay with you for at least 4 years. I'm not interested in 4 years. I'm looking for 14 years. Now, if we're a fit, I'm excited as to where we can grow together. Now, I already know, trust, and respect what you're doing for copywriters, marketers, and entrepreneurs. And I also know that my coaching abilities will help bring powerful transformation to your clients, but they'll also be a great asset to your organization as well. I spent the last 5 years as a trainer and a facilitator for a company called SkillPath, where I've traveled the country doing live 2-day boot camps for copywriting as well as business writing. Now, since COVID-19 hit, that travel stopped, but I still do it virtually. And I am proficient using Zoom, Teams, Adobe Connect, and some of the other online platforms. I showed my wife your email and video and had her watch it just to get her opinion to see if she thought that I was a good fit. When she said yes, I am applying without hesitation. You know, I've had many favorite jobs along the way, but one that really sticks out was that as a talent manager to a celebrity client. Now, not only did I learn a tremendous amount about marketing, branding, and negotiation, but I also had the privilege of traveling around the world. I was in Moscow during the Russian coup attempt in 1993. I was riding on the German Autobahn going 145 miles an hour when a motorcycle passed us. That German driver looked at me and said, "He never would have passed me if I had my summer tires on." It was bad enough for that. And I also got to go to Bogota, Colombia, and witness the artistry of a matchstick sculptor. It was absolutely beautiful. And I also got to witness the similarities that we all have as humans. Now, one of the greatest marketing lessons I learned was on branding. If I was to tell you that my client was Michael Winslow, most people would go, "Who?" Well, it doesn't happen so much nowadays. But if I was to tell you that my client was the actor who was in Police Academy, who did all the noises with his voice, you'd know immediately who I was talking about. I learned that the branding wasn't in the name in this case, it was in the actions. And that's how we sold it to comedy stores and colleges around the world. And it did very well. And the name started to slowly get recognition. Now, a project that I had that didn't go well pointed directly to the marketing. I was visiting New Orleans and I was in the Garden District and we were at the Lafayette Cemetery. It was me and my family. I thought it was a pretty interesting cemetery, a lot of old tombstones. And I know that Anne Rice had written a few books about the place, but I didn't know who was buried there. So I grabbed my phone and I Googled Lafayette Cemetery. Well, the search results came back with a bunch of tour companies that wanted to sell me a tour. And I thought, in today's day and age, your phone can't be your tour guide. It sparked an idea. Well, after 2 years of research and sweat equity, I released New Orleans at Your Feet. It's a tour app that's available on the Apple Store and Google Play, which turns your phone into a tour guide. Now, it contains 3 tours. It has the French Quarter Tour. It has a ghost tour, which is very popular in New Orleans. And it also has the Garden District Tour, which does include the Lafayette Cemetery. And reasonably priced, $2.99 per tour. Now, if you want all 3, we'll give you a little discount. The tours are all narrated. They have a nice production value, includes music. There's a GPS enabled, so your phone can tell you exactly where you're standing, so it'll help you direct you to each location. Where the ball was dropped was in the marketing. Now, I signed a contract with a brochure distribution company to distribute trifold brochures throughout New Orleans. It was an expensive contract, but it included most of the major hotels and stores and kiosks in the area. Well, after the contract went into effect and the brochures were distributed, my wife and I decided to take a trip to New Orleans just to see how our brochures looked. Well, what we learned was that in most of the major hotels, the concierge had their brochure stands in their offices where the general public don't even see them. If the concierge wanted you to know about it, they would tell you. But we also learned that those concierges were tipped very handsomely from some of the local tour companies to not show our brochure. We also went to some of the stores and kiosks. We also noticed that the brochures were missing in a lot of those stands, and some of them they were turned completely around so the public couldn't even see the headline. I called the distribution company up and I asked what was going on. They said that they had no control over what people did with the brochures once they were distributed. Well, once that contract ended, we did not renew. Sales remained about the same, so word of mouth was starting to happen. Then COVID-19 hit and tourism pretty much just all but went dead in New Orleans. But it gave me time to reflect and think. So when it comes back, what I'm thinking about doing now is I'm researching geofencing advertising so that when people walk into the French Quarter or walk into the Garden District, the ad goes straight to their cell phone. We'll see if it works. I'm also thinking about putting little mini billboards on the back of those three-wheeled bicycles that, carry people around the French Quarter. Put some nice copy on there and see if that works. So the idea is not dead. It's just tested and moving on to the next iteration. Listen, I really appreciate the opportunity to send you in this application and this video, and I really look forward to hearing from you.